Imagine a fighter jet so advanced, it looks like it flew straight out of a sci-fi movie. A plane that completely rewrites the rulebook on air combat. Forget everything you thought you knew about stealth fighters. The F-47 is here, and it's a game changer. What makes this new 6th generation concept so radical? Why does it look nothing like the F-22 or F-35? And how could it make even the most advanced fighters of today obsolete? We're about to dive deep into the revolutionary design that's breaking every single rule of aerial warfare. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a revolution in the skies. For decades, the pinnacle of fighter design followed a certain formula: sharp angles, twin vertical tails, and features designed to make it invisible to radar. Think of the F-22 Raptor, the king of the 5th generation fighters. Its design is a masterclass in balancing stealth, speed, and agility. But the world is changing. The threats of tomorrow won't be the same as the threats of today. Advanced air defense systems, hypersonic missiles, and AI-powered drones are creating a battlefield where traditional stealth might not be enough. So how do you counter that? You don't just evolve. You tear up the blueprint and start over. That's exactly what the designers of the F-47 concept seem to have done. The first thing you'll notice about the F-47 is what's missing. Where are the tails? The vertical stabilizers that have been a hallmark of fighter jets since World War II are completely gone. This isn't just for looks, it's a huge deal for stealth. Vertical tails are massive radar reflectors. No matter how you angle them, they create a signature that enemy radar can pick up, especially from the side. By removing them entirely, the F-47 achieves a level of all-aspect stealth that was previously thought impossible. It becomes a true flying wing, a shape that's incredibly difficult for radar waves to lock onto from any direction. But getting rid of the tails creates a huge problem: stability. Without them, how does the plane turn, pitch, and stay stable at supersonic speeds? The answer lies in something called advanced flight control systems and thrust vectoring. The F-47's engines don't just push it forward. Their nozzles can pivot in any direction, steering the aircraft with blasts of hot gas. This is combined with a super smart flight control computer, likely powered by AI, that makes thousands of micro adjustments every second. It is essentially using pure engine power and incredibly complex software to do what rudders and elevators used to do. This gives the F-47 mind-bending maneuverability. It could potentially perform turns and direction changes that would tear other aircraft apart, giving it a massive edge in a dogfight. Imagine a jet that can slam on the brakes in midair and point its nose in a new direction almost instantly. That's the kind of advantage we're talking about. Now let's talk about its shape. The F-47 features a blended wing body design. It's smooth, flowing, and looks almost organic. Unlike the F-22 with its distinct wings, fuselage, and tail section, the F-47's body and wings merge into a single, seamless form. This isn't just for aesthetics. This design is incredibly efficient. It generates more lift and less drag, which translates to some amazing performance benefits. For starters, it means the F-47 can fly much farther on the same amount of fuel. This long-range capability is a top priority for 6th-gen fighters. The ability to project power across vast distances without needing constant refueling is a massive strategic advantage. It can stay on station longer, patrol larger areas, and strike deeper into enemy territory. This endurance is a direct result of breaking the old rule of separate wings and fuselage. But what good is a stealthy, long-range fighter if it can't carry any weapons? This is where the F-47 gets even more clever. Just like the F-35, it carries its entire payload internally to maintain its stealth profile. But because of its larger, more voluminous blended wing shape, it's projected to have a much larger internal weapons bay. This turns the F-47 from a simple fighter into a flying command center. It's not just about winning a one-on-one duel anymore. It's about dominating the entire battle space with a network of connected assets and attack targets, keeping the human pilot out of harm's way. Fifth-generation fighters use advanced turbofan engines, but the sixth generation is moving to something called adaptive cycle engines. So what does that mean? In simple terms, these are engines that can change how they work in mid-flight. They can reconfigure themselves to be super fuel efficient like a commercial airliner's engine when cruising long distances, and then with the flip of a switch, transform into a high-performance jet engine for combat, delivering maximum thrust and speed. This two-in-one capability is revolutionary. It solves the classic trade-off between range and performance. With an adaptive cycle engine, the F-47 gets the best of both worlds. Incredible endurance to get to the fight and overwhelming power once it's there. Let's also touch on the skin of the aircraft. It's not just metal and composites anymore. The F-47's entire airframe is expected to be a giant, smart sensor. Instead of bolting on separate antennas and sensors, which can compromise stealth, the sensors are embedded directly into the skin of the aircraft. This concept, known as smart skin, allows the F-47 to have a 360-degree view of its surroundings without any of the traditional lumps and bumps. It can see, listen, and communicate in every direction at once. This massive amount of data would be fused together by its onboard AI, giving the pilot an unprecedented level of situational awareness. The pilot wouldn't just be flying a plane. They'd be managing a flow of information, making strategic decisions while the AI handles the complex tasks of flying the unstable aircraft and targeting enemies. So let's put it all together. You have a Tailless, blended wing design for ultimate stealth and range. You have advanced thrust vectoring for super maneuverability. You have adaptive cycle engines for both efficiency and power. And you have a smart skin that turns the entire jet into a giant sensor. When you combine all these rule-breaking innovations, you get something that's more than just a fighter jet. The F-47 represents a fundamental shift in air combat philosophy. It's a survivable, long-range, data-fusing, network-enabled weapons system that can dominate the battlefield of the future. It's designed not just to fight other planes, but to defeat entire integrated air defense networks. Of course, a design this radical comes with immense challenges. Making a tailless aircraft stable at Mach 2 is an incredible engineering feat. Developing the software to control it is even harder. The costs are astronomical, and the technology is pushing the very limits of what's possible. But the direction is clear. The simple, angular stealth fighters of the past are giving way to these smooth, intelligent, and more versatile flying wings. The F-47, or whatever the final sixth-generation fighter is called, won't just be an evolution. It will be a true revolution, a machine built by breaking every rule in the book to ensure air superiority for decades to come. What do you think is the most impressive feature of this new design? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the future of air combat, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. See you in the next video.